So Bryan Callen calls out Brendan Schaub for his terrible marketing skills. In fact, Callen yells at Baba at certain points of this Fighter and the Kid podcast. Is ranked finally growing a set? And we all know that Schaub has the best brains in the business when it comes to marketing, because he is a marketing genius. Let's go ahead and check this interaction out. Here we go.
If your girl has that body for marketing, we're all talking about it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like that's it. You noticed it.
Yeah,
if you just did a cover with him with a gold grill, like new Kanye West, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
But brilliant. What do you mean brilliant?
We're all talking about marketing wise.
What do you want me to look at?
Brilliant. Just because we're talking about it doesn't mean it's just it's.
So you know, his anti-Semitism and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All that stuff. You know, it's the #1 album in the world.
Yeah, but that's not a thing to be. That's not good.
His #1 album?
No, it's not good. It's not good that he knows how to trend by being anti-Semitic, or that he's.
I'm not saying
it
is.
He uses people like his wife to do that.
I'm just saying it's working.
But working in what sense? What do you mean working?
He's a billionaire.
That doesn't mean shit, Brendan.
He's a billionaire.
That doesn't mean shit, Brendan.
That he's making money.
No, it means nothing. It means zero. It is like saying, well, just because something works doesn't mean it should be like in any way applauded. It's bullshit behavior.
I'm not applauding it.
And it's a classic example of what's wrong with our culture.
I'm not applauding it, but if you're Kanye West's manager, you're not going to say, hey, don't do this.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
Well, okay. I could give a fuck about what a manager says. I mean, these are not criteria for how to live a good life, in my opinion. I think it's just it's literally worshiping the wrong things.
It's not good, but
Bring up his wife. Let me see what the latest outfit is. I just saw. She is a look.
Yeah, it wouldn't work if she was a warlock.
Yeah. She is a look.
Yeah, it wouldn't work if she was a warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like Rogan. Don't like the name.
Rogan don't like the name?
He was like, I love the whiskey, don't like the name. I was like, well.
Well, Rogan is smart.
Well, not when it comes to marketing.
Well,
if it was stand-up or, or business-wise, I'll listen. But marketing, I'll take it from there. Because Rogan hated on my name on the whiskey. It was Tiger Thick. Great whiskey, hate the name. Great club, hate the name.
Brendan argues like a woman. I'm not being sexist, though. He's extremely feminine, with his hand to his heart saying, ugh, that's your takeaway, daddy. I think Papa's bisexual like Joe Rogan, but Toe Rogan hides it better. Actually, I take that back. Neither of these queefs are hiding or fooling anyone. A Christian conservative Ray Past is an interesting personality choice for Bryan Callen. He's been doing that a lot on his own podcast. It's very strange. A family values conservative who left his first family to start a new one with a woman 30 years younger is right on brand. I mean, how many families have you started from scratch? Bryan Callen has probably created at least one more than you have. And I'd bet he'll create another family sometime into the future, which makes him qualified to speak about families and give advice to those of us who have created less than 2 families, Chess and Mate. There's no way these 2 idiots will be still podcasting by the end of 2025, right? Actually, I take that back, bro. I hope Brendan podcasts until he's 70. He's the content that keeps on giving. You all should be glad that you don't have to watch them. You only have to watch the clips here on this YouTube channel, as well as the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. Some of the homeless cats over there do God's work by watching this CTE written mushmouth attempting to form words or complete sentences. It's more than a full-time job. Now, here's why Bryan Callen is so stupid. He can't even challenge these ludicrous ideas correctly. Kanye West lost money due to his anti-Semitism. Specifically, he's no longer a billionaire because of it. Having the #1 album in the world means nothing next to having a deal with Adidas. No recording artists make the bulk of their money with record sales or streaming numbers. Any manager worth his salt would have told Kanye West to dial the anti-Semitic stuff back. It's not working. He's not making money. He'd have had the biggest album in the world anyway. I mean, as if Kanye fucking West needed to be racist to outsell anybody else in the world. The only person he could lose to is Drake, saying that Joe Rogan is not smart from a marketing perspective when he has the biggest podcast in the world and is running a successful comedy comedy club is also so stupid. And nobody on that table said anything. Jesus Christ. They just let Brendan Schaub go because Papa just goes. It's hard to argue someone like Brendan when all his arguments are lies. Democracy is for soy boys. And I think about 1 minute into this video clip that we just saw, when he says Jesus Christ, is when he realizes that he simply can't argue with this idiot because the idiot is too dumb to understand. In fact, Bryan Callen and Brendan Schaub are both idiots. Kanye West's net worth went from $2 billion to $400 million after all that anti-Semitic marketing he did. He lost 80% of his net worth overnight. Kanye's manager probably had a stroke when he heard what Kanye West said. And what's insane to me is how easily Brendan Schaub folds when given any pushback on his dog shit takes. When Papa folds but still thinks he's right and still thinks he won the argument. This pattern or behavior is something we have touched on many times before on this channel. Brendan Schaub can't tell the difference between good attention and bad attention. To him, it's just attention, like a goddamn child or toddler. It's why he thinks his rollover is such an achievement. Remember when he flipped his truck? Yeah, y'all remember. The dude was proud while ripping off the insurance company. And the irony is, Kanye was a billionaire before he went nuts. It's not like he went nuts and made $1 billion. His points make no sense. I'm pretty sure Kanye lost money going nuts because number one, his album sales have dropped. More to do with his albums and not being as good. And number two, his fashion brands dropped him. And the question remains, why does Brendan have it in his head that he is so good at marketing? When Schaub was successful, it was because of who he knew, not how he advertised himself. Thank you, Mr. Joe Rogan. Excuse me, Joseph Rogan. And wasn't Gringo Poppy an attempt to market his stand-up comedy career? It couldn't have gone worse. Because when Brendan was on JRE so many goddamn times, Papa's ideas didn't matter. Brendan can do no wrong by any advertiser despite his lack of experience or education. Hell, you put me on Joe Rogan 90 times and I'll make $10 million selling $50 smelly cum socks to his millions of fans. But I think you'd be surprised. By the way, use code ONIT for 10% off your first smelly cum sock. Anyhow, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below because truly that's the only thing that matters, even though we don't matter. But hey guys and girls, please do me a huge favor, hit that like button and the subscribe button on your way out. Also, don't forget to push that notification bell for new videos. I deeply appreciate everybody, genuinely enjoy the comments, so keep it up, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. However, I shall see all of you in the next video. Thank you.
Like, but the Balenciaga one, Jesus Christ.